I'm in Florida for NAREIT's 2019 ESG Forum. Joining me today is Matt Praske, Energy and Sustainability Manager with WashREIT. Matt, thanks so much for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Now, WashREIT has found innovative ways to utilize rooftop space at some of its DC office properties. Can you start by talking about some of the company's use of solar panels?
Yeah, we're pretty excited. We have a project that's being installed right now on our headquarters building, downtown DC. It's not a unique project in itself of installing solar panels. That's not new, but the way that the project is structured is a little unique. So we are providing the space to a nonprofit entity called New Partners Community Solar. They will own, install, and manage the panels, and then any of the electricity produced by those panels gets credited to low-income residents in DC. So we're pretty excited about that. It helps us achieve both our sustainability and community involvement missions. And you know, the mission behind it is great. For a project that size on a commercial office building, the benefit to us would be pretty negligible, but the energy burden for low-income families in DC is significant. So helps alleviate some of that burden.
Yeah, and that certainly is, like you said, a unique take on the sort of the solar concept. But what about some maybe more appetizing uses of rooftop space?
That's a great way to put it. We recently completed a project at another DC office building, the Army-Navy building, right in the central business district of DC. We installed a 700 square foot raised bed garden. The produce that is being grown there, we worked with a company called Love and Carrots. They installed the garden. They coordinated with the executive chef of the Army-Navy Club, which is on the ground floor there. And all of the produce grown there gets used in that restaurant. And so that was pretty cool, keeping that hyper-local organic food source. And then we added a few more components to it to kind of tell this whole unique use of the built environment. So we also added a beehive to the roof to help pollinate that garden and the surrounding landscape. Getting some honey from it as well is a nice benefit. And then we recently kicked off a composting program in the building. So now our office tenants can, we collect their organic waste, a partner comes, picks it up, turns it into usable soil, and then we now complete that loop and return that compost material back to the rooftop garden. So a nice snapshot of sort of some unique ways to highlight the environment in our, what would otherwise be just a typical office space.
Right. And lastly, can you talk about the opportunities and challenges that for a company like WashREIT that owns both residential and office properties presents when it comes to developing and implementing corporate-wide sustainability programs?
Yeah, there can be some challenges just because we're dealing, different office tenants with, much longer leases, multifamily residents, usually 12, 24 months. So it takes a different approach to engage the people in our building for their participation in our programs. But I think we've learned ways to leverage some of that experience from one sector to the other. For instance, we instituted in 2018 a composting program, piloting one at an office space and another at the multifamily property. From that, our multifamily teams are really skilled at that tenant engagement, that resident engagement, amenities and things like that, building excitement for different events. And so that can be great to leverage as well, bring that over to our office portfolio. We were pleasantly surprised, the response from both the office tenants and the multifamily residents for this composting program was really great, and so we'll be expanding that. So we try and, collaborate from different portfolios to share those lessons we learn.
Great. Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.
For more on this and other ESG-related topics, be sure to visit NAREIT's website, REIT.com.